Well, I did say that this video was gonna probably freaking come whether I liked it or not, because there's always something goddamn awful to talk about my life, specifically my current workplace. Which, I have had plenty of horrible fucking work experiences. I get freaking shouted at after I burn myself and accidentally let out a little cuss. Oh no! I can't believe I didn't elegantly express my sudden experience of getting my fingers burned because I'm trying to pick up a burger. And then, like, my second job was, like, pitifully freaking easy, but, like, that was because it's slow. Nobody liked us except for like the few people who like knew, like there were like a few people who seen like a few customers or so, or the customers just kind of like subconsciously understood that the good cooks worked on these days, and well, then every single day whenever we worked, then the customers came in, but every other day it's like completely dead, and also everybody like stole cash from the registers who weren't the cooks anyway. Like the manager did, the usual guy up front did, like, and that's just how my second job was. But it wasn't really much to note about. It was just plain awful. It was laughably bad. I didn't actually get hurt by it. And like third work experience, got worked to death, and immediately understood like, the concept of why discrimination kind of occurs, and somewhat how it is beneficial and actually consistent to frickin' reality. And unlike now, I have my current workplace, and it's frickin' something as well. It's not like I have to stay after several hours and like deal with whatever. Have to make up the work for like hundreds of people who just not really hundreds, but you get the point where like you're basically having to do hundreds of people's worth of works because, well, you're the only good worker there and everybody else is just doing jack crap. And well, this workplace, it's not really that, but I am one of the best workers there, even though I've only been here for like less than a year. Which is absolutely astounding, but I am literally better than like most of the workers there, simply because I already know how to do literally everything there. It doesn't really take much. You literally just do what, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. That's literally how it all freaking goes. I'm not here to, like, I'm just here to get my job done. That's really about it. I'm not gonna worry about, like, getting it done good anymore because, well, I'm not stuck in that kind of workplace anymore. And nor do I have to, keep up my own good work. And then, then it costs me because I have to deal with then having to keep up with other people because they don't do jack crap. And then they have the audacity to get angry because, well, I'm not doing their work, even though I'm that skilled. So, I'm just... But, today has been one fucking interesting day, because usually there's this old psycho woman who's, like, very, very prying to people's personal life. She does absolutely nothing at the store except sit at the registers. She likes to make a lot of conversation with the customers and will stop them and, like, will literally halt the line just to talk with people. So, like, usually we have to call people to help whenever we see 3 customers, because then we need roughly 2 people. Like, one person can handle 2 and get them done quick and buy, but, most people don't. Because, people don't really buy that much, and we can scan it out real quickly, get it done with. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Literally does not take that long. She will literally call for help when there's literally only 2 people in line, and of course, the reason why? It's not because of the huge amount of items that the customer is buying, nope. It's not because they're asking for something very unique, nope. She's having a freaking conversation with the customer, and decided that, okay, I'm gonna make someone else do my job instead of, like, actually get this going. And, I've met my fair share of customers. Most of them have already made me lose faith in humanity because most of them just delegate the thinking to me, which, it's my job. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But the surprising amount of things that I get asked about, just the very, very basic things, have made me lose faith in humanity, but, it's just what it is. And, the thing is that I'm saying this in a very general statement. It's not like I have a personal beef with any of these customers. I just think very lowly of them, It's just like, yep, this is going to be one of those experiences, or okay, this is this type of customer. It's not personal. I'm just going to assume that, you're probably going to be one of those experiences, and then I'm trying to brace myself for it, and then get ready to like help you as fast as I can based on my previous work experiences. That being that you're probably not going to think for yourself. You probably have auditory issues. You don't even speak the same language. You're not even listening to me, and whatever, right? I'm used to it, right? But this psycho lady, like, I don't really fucking give a shit about her, right? I don't, I walk into the store, she always greets me with a hello. I really couldn't care less, alright? I'm busy with my own thoughts. I just came back. I just went to work after barely any night's rest. I just want to get into the break room and just relax until it's time for my shift to start. But, today she decides to confront me saying, like, why don't I say hello back? And it's just like, pardon? Why is this a fucking issue? And I had to ask like some of my other fucking coworkers, like if they also have like problems with like customers not saying hi back or whatever. And like there's like one of my like coworkers kind of does, but it's more or less she kind of admits that it's kind of in her own head, right? It's not that big of, she tends to, she's kind of very sensitive about like body language and stuff because she had to like navigate through environments like that. So it kind of makes sense, but she doesn't hold it personally. She's just kind of like, oh, so you're not gonna say hello to me? All right, fine. But like in her head, it's not a big deal. It's not that big of a freaking deal. It's not personal. It's just like, all right, that's a bit of a irk, but whatever. Not that it matters. It is what it is. Like, customers just fucking do that. Sometimes they might be busy. Sometimes they have resting bitch face, which I tend to have. And then this old lady is like, this is the same old lady who likes to throw away. Oh yeah, by the way, I've overheard conversations where like there's like 57 or like 48 cents that have been going missing in the registers, like a consistent amount of pennies. Like pennies worth, like coins worth of amount of like money that just goes missing. And if you guys haven't watched my previous videos where I rant about my freaking crazy workplace, she's also the same old lady that likes to throw away pennies and dirty old coins. So I wonder what happened to those strange missing coins. But anyway, she decided to confront me, and another manager decided like walk behind her just to like kind of mediate the thing. Like he didn't like stand in front and like was obvious about it, but it was really clear. But she decided to confront me and say like, hey, did I do something bad to you? No, you do bad things to everybody, but alright, not really my fucking concern as long as you shut the fuck up and let me do my goddamn job, because I can't exactly sit around and listen to like stories of your fireplace, and then I'm just like nodding along, just like, yeah, okay. Look, I don't have anything interesting to say. This topic doesn't even interest me. What you're basically doing is just constantly just, the modern term for it, the internet term for it is yapping, but in old days we consider it rambling and just very, very empty talks. And this woman is basically nothing but it. I do not want to hear her talk. I do not want to engage in a conversation with her, because it's not only a waste of my time and gonna put me to sleep, because not only does my current flow of work let me actually get work done, and my current activity lets me stay awake, but if I have to stand around, listening to some boring conversation about football because, oh, my husband likes it. What? I don't care. I just said I don't care. Why are you continuing on? What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. And I understand how harsh I'm sounding, but she literally does not know how to hold an interesting conversation. This woman is inherently selfish. She does not have any like topics worth conversing about. She doesn't care if you're not interested. She doesn't even care that you don't even remember what she said to you, because like she's the one who decided to introduce me to the concept of throwing away literal money for some fucking reason. And then she sees me like digging money out of the trash because like hell, like if this company throws away money, I will literally take it. I don't care if you fire me. If you throw away money, I will take that for myself. Thank you very much. I do not give a crap about a company's profits if they're literally throwing away their own profits, and that's the right thing to do. Nuh-uh, no thanks. That's not. Yeah, no. If that shit's going in the trash, it may as well go in my pocket. All right. It's one thing to make a statement. It's another thing to literally throw away money. But all right, sure. And like, God. But I'm literally jumping from place to place, right? So, back from the beginning, today, like, I walk into work, I immediately come into the freaking break room and just, like, sit around doing nothing. Because I just want to rest my freaking legs, alright? Usually, I walk to and from work because, hey, look, for one, even though I got my driver's license, hooray, cars are freaking expensive, I'm not looking for one quite yet, especially when I can still traverse on foot, plus it literally burns all the freaking fat and like, it's literally free cardio, man. Like, even if I do have a car and I end up moving out, I gotta be perfectly honest, I'm probably still gonna rely on my 2 feet simply because it's healthier and it's cheaper. I've heard how many people get angry about like the gas prices and like the insurance and stuff and like the freaking bad drivers. In fact, there was like a psycho driver on the highway back when I was like driving with my mom and like the highway. You know, she was the one who was driving because I didn't have my license back then. But you know, there were like crazy people. All right, crazy people. And I don't exactly want to freaking deal with that, especially concerning I'm in a vehicle, and I don't exactly... Well, I mean, I don't trust myself, but other people can probably trust me to, like, make a proper decision. Like, I basically have to, like, constantly keep myself on a chain. Like, no, don't give in to the dark thoughts. No, no, no. It's very tempting, but Satan, I can't really do that right now. I have a lot to live for and stay good for. You know, like, if I do end up getting, like, straight up canceled, I get doxxed or whatever, and, like, you know, like, I have zero chance of being redeemed in anybody's eyes, then I will literally go all in on being evil. Like, alright, sure, Satan, get ready for competition, because whatever the fuck you did throughout, like, the years you've existed, I'm gonna top it all out within, like, a month. I'm gonna top it just completely within a month. Like, that, in some ways, I'm not that scared of being, like, actually canceled or whatever, because, like, if it does happen, like, I have zero reason to, like, if the moment, like, all my, like, my entire prospects of, like, succeeding and, like, progressing through the normal way is completely over, then, well, no reason to actually stay that good, do I? Like, practically, and for every other reason, I really don't have any reason to stay good. Like, I did my best to be good, but, since, like, nobody's really gonna do anything about it, and, you know, especially with, like, you know, everything, friendship, money, and, like, all the other stuff, I mean, yeah, may as well. But anyways, I keep on digressing. So, you know, I come into the break room, I rest, and then I come out and I start getting work done, you know, straight at some of the places that I know work is going to be done because, well, she's fucking there, and she literally does fucking nothing. And, you know, she decides to, you know, confront me and, like, ask, like, hey, is there something between us? No, of course not. Again. And it's just, because, like, you didn't say hello back to me, and it's just like, what? Because there's already a few things that come through my head, because, like, does she not get that already from a bunch of customers anyway? Like, whenever I'm at work, like, I say, like, good morning. I don't usually, like, get people to say, like, good morning back, or hi, or whatever. I don't get anything back. I don't pay attention to it. I don't care about their facial expressions. I'm just here to give a good smile. I'm just like, good morning. And then move on with my freaking, like, if they don't respond, alright, cool, I did my freaking job. I'm not here to, like, make it, I'm not gonna take it personally. I'm just here to do my job. I'm here, like, my job literally tells me to greet everybody with a smile and whatever. Sure, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Why should I get personally invested if a customer doesn't say hi back to me? The premise here is already ridiculous. Then she fucking tops it off by saying, you know, there's been like 6 days before where you didn't say hello back. What kind of fucking psychopath counts how many days I don't say hello back? Are you like a crazy ex-girlfriend? Did I like marry an old woman at some point and you're like, did I divorce you at some point? Are you like my ex? When I was like 13 years old. Did I date a fucking 60-year-old dead rotten corpse? And what's with this fucking... Why did you count the days? Does that even matter? Why did... there's already something weird. Like, I'm a fucking coworker, sure, but what kind of... But, like, it doesn't matter. I'm here to do my job. I really couldn't care less about what anyone else does, so long as the work experience is peaceful, alright? Like, shit happens, alright? I can tolerate that. I can deal with most stuff. And here's the thing. I already put up with her. Alright, she's useless, worthless, and that's just who she is, alright? I've had to deal with plenty of coworkers just like that. I literally escaped the previous workplace that was literally just like that. But it's not fucking personal because, hey, look, this is fucking retail, alright? Whatever the fuck useless piece of shit you are, I literally do not have to worry about or deal with because this is retail. I can literally walk or fucking sleep my way through work and the job will get done. It's just that you are so incompetent that somehow you can't even do that. Seriously. Just like fucking retire at this goddamn point, alright? But but like 6 fucking days? Why is that exact fucking number just suddenly fucking appearing? Like you didn't say hi back to me. I'm just like, what the fuck? It's just like, and I'm just like, what? It kind of hurts my feelings that you don't say hello back, and it's just like, what? My feelings don't get hurt when a customer doesn't say hi back to me. I don't even care that they don't even look at my general direction. Because whether or not they're in the store or not, they're going to have to meet back with me again. And I'm going to say, have a nice day after they go or check out. I'm going to be there. And it does not matter. They can be as silent as possible. So long as you communicate, like, enough. Like, and it doesn't really require much. I just asked, the very basic questions. Will this be all? Can I help you with anything? Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes the customer will come up and ask me for helping. Hey, look, that's all you need. You don't need an excessive amount of communication. You don't need to start a fucking giant-ass conversation. Nor you do not have to goddamn ramble. Or, as the ADHD younglings would say, yap about it. About freaking football for like 30 straight whole minutes and then call your coworkers up because you want to hold this conversation rather than do your fucking job. I don't even know how the fuck she's still hired. But honestly, I am fairly sure there's like some sort of bullshit going on, right? And it's just like already I'm just like disgusted deep down because I already know the games that she's playing. Like my feelings are hurt. Like, what? I wasn't even trying to hurt your feelings. I literally walk into work. I think you're a useless worker, but I don't express it, alright? I haven't said anything bad, because, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. Someone will get the job done. And even if you slow down everybody else's work, shit will get done. It's just that you make me look bad when I have to talk with you half an hour, alright? And I don't exactly want that, nor do I really want to bother with that, and I'm gonna fucking fall asleep, and I don't really want to fucking put up with that. But sure, whatever. You want me to listen to you stupid ramble? Sure. Fuck it. Whatever. But, look, I gotta get my job done. I need to, like, actually move up in the world. And I want my promotion, and I want to actually, like, get somewhere else in life, rather than listen to, somebody talk, and then, like, literally not deal with customers. Because I'm more engrossed in talking about fireplaces. I really don't understand. Like, what's the... Oh, hey, we have this fireplace. It's, like, made of stone. What? How is this an interesting conversation? Imagine me, like... You won't be interested in this. Because here's a story about a cat. This is a cat named Arnie. He is black and fluffy. He is very, very fluffy. I really like petting him. You should see how fluffy he is. He is very fluffy. Yeah, fluffy cat. Do you have any cats? No? Well, my cat is pretty fluffy. Would you like me to go on for like another fucking half hour just about that? There is literally nothing interesting about this fucking woman. And like, I'm just like looking at her disgusted, and like, no, it's not personal. It was never personal. I literally just don't hear you. I literally am too busy with my own life, but for some reason, you're selfishly like bringing your own life into mine because you think I'm making it personal. Well, now you've made it personal. You've made it so awkward. You've literally did this to yourself. And like all my other coworkers also just fucking hate her. She's like, everybody in my workplace thinks of her as a fucking dumbass yapper. Like, oh god, yeah. Whenever she does that, I just walk away. Like that's what one of my coworkers said. And like, oh god, like I am literally her. I'm like, she literally tells me and constantly complains about what more I can do, but like, I already know how to do more, and like she doesn't even know how to do most of the stuff in the store. All she does is sit in front registers, and she can't even do a good job of that. Like, I'm not the only one who's saying this. I'm not the only one who thinks this. No one just bothered ever telling her or vocalizing it for a good fucking reason. And honestly, considering the fact she wants to make it fucking personal, sure, why not? You want to make it personal? Fine. I do not give a shit about my job, alright? At the end of the day, it is nothing more than a means to get money. And I can always find a way to get promoted and to move up in the world, even if I don't have to be here. Even if I have to spend another fucking 6 goddamn months to get a goddamn promotion, I do not have to tolerate somebody's stupidity to such a fucking degree, alright? Like, literally, I don't want to understand what the fuck is wrong with this woman. Like, in the comments, you fuckers, tell me, would you guys, if you guys say good morning to, like, random strangers in the world, are you gonna count the amount of fucking times one specific person out of the billions in the world, hell, even in the hundreds that you meet in a day, you're gonna remember one guy, and then you're gonna remember how he did not say hello back to you? What the fuck? This woman's a fucking psychopath. I genuinely do not fucking... I can't. Why does almost any of this fucking matters? And why the fuck do people make this shit matter to me? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. God, I really wish I could have slapped her. But whatever. Anyways, I'll keep this short because I'm gonna end up repeating myself 500 different times, and I said what I really needed to. This woman's a fucking psychopath. Have a good day, and like and subscribe if you like it, because there's still gonna be fucking more. I think I didn't really make myself a bit clear, considering I was kind of lost in my anger, so I have to add this addendum just in case. But basically the situation was, my manager was basically kind of slightly away from the two of us, the old crazy lady who likes to throw away money, and thinks not saying hi is something personal, and me. Like, there was nothing else going on in the story. He probably could have, like, walked away and, like, got other stuff done, but he had to kind of stand there. It wasn't even, like, in the office. We didn't move to, like, the office in the back to make it a private thing. It was like a public spectacle, basically. And she kept on using words like, oh, I feel hurt. It's just, common human decency to, say hi back. And it's just like, what the fuck? For one, I don't grasp it. 2, I genuinely do not care. And 3, you're making this personal. Like, none of her excuses really work just from a general, like, working retail perspective. Most people don't say hi back anyway. Like, who cares? Alright? It really does not matter. Why does this matter? Like, most customers come in and they don't say hi. Most people just want to get their stuff and go. That's just my experience. It's not personal. It's literally just they want to go about their own lives as quickly as possible, and I'm just here to do my job. So we compromise, and I get their shit checked out as fast as possible, and they get by through their day as quickly as possible. Alright? That's basically it. And she, for some reason, just really takes this personally for some reason. Like, I can't imagine surviving retail and, like, taking everything everybody does and says personally. And oh yeah, funny thing is that she really seems to get along with that other coworker who literally does nothing except for that one specific thing. He also doesn't know how to do anything, and he also doesn't know how to do the front registers, which is absolutely hilarious. No wonder they get along. Hell, if I didn't know that she was married because she really had to like introduce her own personal life, like, all right, you don't want any privacy in your life. Cool, okay, that really explains why this country is like this. If you're like one of the few people who are like voting. And the fucking other dude is just like, if I didn't know that you were already freaking married, I would have presumed that you were already married. You were like banging that guy, this useless coworker, on the side somehow. I mean, I don't fucking judge. It's your freaking taste, all right. And you know, here's the thing. I honestly don't find it personal, all right. I don't. What is the definition of personal? Like, I don't have a personal vendetta against her. I just don't like working with her at all. Like, that's just the thing. Like, you know, if I wasn't working, if I wasn't like trying to stay awake, you know, fine, we can have a conversation, I guess. But even then, I'd find it boring, and I don't want to. Not because I hate you, not because it's personal, but because she's boring. That's it. It's not personal. She's just an abhorrent person. That's it. It's not personal. It's literally who she is, what she is. At what point does it become personal? Like, if someone randomly insults me, and is that personal? Like, I don't know him. I've never met him my entire life, and I don't even think he's met me either. Hell, let's already presume for the sake of argument that he's never met me either. Or maybe he did. Whatever. And he decided to just randomly insult me. I'm not gonna take it personally because I just think it's just completely off. Like, sure, okay, you're an asshole. I'm hurt by that, but it's over. Like, I'm hurt. And, alright, moment's over. I can heal now. And it's healed. Done. For some reason, she's just making this stupidly weird and personal. And hell, I don't even work with her for that long anyway. I literally come in, like, as soon as she leaves effectively, because that's just how my shifts are scheduled. And yet somehow she's made it personal. The very, very few minutes of interaction that we get are somehow personal to her. She's the one who's making a bigger problem out of this, and I'm the one who has to somehow be the bigger man to this woman who doesn't even know how to. Like, be mature and not take things personally, and keep things professional. Like, I'm just here to freaking do my job. I'm tired. I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of very, very unique customers who have unique requests. And whether it's the technology, their own inability to read, whether it's because they are literally illiterate, suffer from some mental condition, or they don't even speak the same goddamn language, or, you know, they just haven't gotten enough energy drinks that day, or they haven't got enough sleep, they haven't been eating well because they all been eating a lot of junk food. Like, bro. I really, like, it's not personal. I find her, like, I recognize her. I remember her. And I think she's not a good, I really don't think she's a good worker. I think she's genuinely annoying. But it's not something I'm gonna, like, it's not personal. It's just who she is. It's just like, yeah, that's who you are, alright? Just, if you shut up, I'd probably like you more. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter whether you do or not. Because whether I like you or not has no actual value to me. Because, like, why? You're a stranger to me. You're still a stranger to me. We're co-workers, but that's all there is to it. It's not personal. It's not like I'm emotionally invested in this. I'm not physically, emotionally, spiritually invested in this at all. I just know that she's going to be an annoying piece of shit to deal with if I have to work with her for any length of time. That's it. That's like the most personal that I'm going to get with her. Like, I just remember, like, oh yeah, she's a bad worker. Well, today's going to be a rough fucking start, ain't it? Alright, let's get this shit done. And I get it done, because it's fucking retail. It's not fast food. I don't have to, like, catch up with, like, 1,000 orders waiting for me, because 5 whole people can't do their work, just like my last job. She can't even handle one. And most of her job involves literally talking. And by the way, I'm also bad at talking. What the fuck? But that, that's basically how it basically went. Like, again, the manager was just kind of standing there. She literally made that personal for some odd freaking reason. And then, what? And then, like, it tries to convey how her feelings are hurt as if it matters to me. Like, look, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to be hurtful. But at the same time, I'm not trying to be likable either. And here's the thing, the absence of trying to make myself likable, and like, I'm not trying to suck up to her, alright? There seems to be some sort of assumption in her subconscious, or whatever the fuck is going on in her psychotic brain, that if I'm not actively trying to please her, I must hate her. She obviously is some very weird insecure, like, she has problems. And she's now bringing her problems to me. And now she decided to bring the manager over and is now kind of threatening my career. And, well, now the question is begged, do I want to stay at this place? If you're threatening my fucking career here, and you're gonna be successful at it, then I really don't have any reason to really work here, especially if you're gonna make me your plaything. That's not exactly how it's gonna go, alright? It's not, this is obviously becoming personal for her, for whatever reason. It's not for me. I don't care about her. I genuinely just want to get my job and then head back home. But hey, whatever. And of course, that's why I ended the video early, because I'm literally repeating myself now. I can ask plenty of questions. You guys can feel free to try and answer it in the comments, but, what the hell is going on? I honestly can't tell. I really don't know. Maybe it's because, like, I lack the social cues or whatever, or maybe I'm just that oblivious to things, but what the hell? It's literally not that personal, but hey, she decided to do this to me, so, hey, if you want to make it personal, fine. All I can say is that I like ending fights. I don't like starting them, but I very, very much so like ending them. And if people complain about how I end things, then gotta say, don't start shit you don't feel like bringing over to me and having me solve. You don't like the way I solve things? Oh, don't complain about how the fuck I solve it. But anyways, like and subscribe, comment, blah 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 again, and have a good day. Have a better day than what the fuck I did. God, I hope you don't have a worse day than I did, but if you do, cheers, bro. I'll join you at a bar sometime when I feel like it. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.